Hi everyone, Frederick here, SST Trading. This video is about a few support studies that are included in the Autotrader study bundle. First, I will show you how you can also use the AT with a support study to manually enter a trade. This can be useful if you want to decide yourself when you want to enter, but still want to use some of the features that manages the entry or the trade itself. The second thing I will show you is the stair-step study. The stair-step study allows you to define a trailing stop based on a stair-step movement. So let's get into it. First thing, the manual signal study. You open up the Autotrader bundle. There's two manual signal studies there. The first one is used for the intrabar and the second one is used for on-bar close. So we're going to check out the first one. There's two buttons, a buy button and a sell button. The buy button needs a reference number. That's a advanced custom study button number. And I added a few to the control bar here. And I will use button number 2 and button number 3 for those buy and sell buttons. You see them populate right here. If you never added a button to your control bar, you can do that here. Go to Customize Control Bars. You look up the Advanced Custom Study buttons right here. And you see those numbers. You can add them, remove them, order them, any way you want. With that done, we have the buy and the sell button there. Button number 1 is reserved for the AT. So we're going to set the AT in. This chart, use the V2. The button number is set right here, all the way below. It's setting 121, and that's the button to turn on and off the AT. In this simple case, we'll use two targets, so position of 2, so that will be our max position as well. We'll have the manual signal study as a reference here, and we're going to set that to intrabar. So we have an intrabar evaluation of that signal, and we want it to be a market order. So this is really, really simple. I left the, let's change that. We also have the first target as a fixed target for 10 ticks. The second target is fixed for 20, and we have an initial stop. We set that to 10. So that will be basically the order that's being issued with the click of a button. Real simple. Just turn on the Autotrader, make sure that we have Autotrading Global enabled, Autotrading Chart enabled, and you're basically ready to go. So with the click of the button right here, you have a buy order in, and just as we set them. If you are basically in a different chart setup and you manually enter trades, you're a scalper, you might want to enter more times in one bar, so you can plus this number. You might also want to add to an active trade inside a bar, so you set that to yes, and you want maybe do that in that same bar. Set that to yes as well. If you want to do that, you also have to make sure that your max position size will allow it. So let's set that to 5, and let's just make it one target. So the size of the order will be 1, and we'll see how that goes. So we have a buy order here, plus 1 with a target and a stop, and we want to buy again, so we add one more. We have plus 2. Right? Let's say we want to move a few of these, and we add another one in. We add another one in. So that's the way you could manually trade with the AT. And add a few more in on the same bar. So that's real quick how you could do that. So let's flatten this. And the second manual study, so I'm going to remove this one and add the second one. It's this one. And that one has, let's move it up, extra button, a clear button. So you're just going to press OK, you see that button populate. The AT now will basically listen to that same to that same, well, to the new manual signal study, but we want to set this to bar close. So only at the bar close we will look at that signal. What I want to show you what these buttons do, I will use a little study to highlight the visuals of the signal. So it's not something you need to do. Just do it right now so you understand fully what happens when you click a button. So the buy signal will have a blue background, and the sell signal will have a pink background. That's basically what I'm going to show you right now. Oh, let's see, something went wrong here. There we go. A few typos. This one. And this one. So the background of the bar where the signal is received will now be colored. So we push the buy button. You see the buy button is active, but we need to wait until the bar closes before an order is issued. If you change your mind, you can also move to sell. If you made a mistake, you can clear out the signal, so you won't have the signal. So that's basically what happens with those buttons. And if you want to have that visual, you can do the same thing I just did. Just a basic alert condition study. All right, that's how this manual signal study works. Now let's make it a bit more interesting to see that whatever setting you use, the Autotrader can manage your entry and manage your trade. So we're going to add a moving average to the study list here, and some number here. We're going to basically do a little replay in an area where we can demonstrate. Right here we can demonstrate an entry. So we want to enter basically on the moving average. We want to decide when to do that. So we're going to do that. So instead of a market order, we're going to use a limit order. And to set the price, we use this setting right here, the entry price option, to be a study subgraph value. And that will be our moving average. So our moving average will be the price value where we want to place the limit order. So with that said, I'm going to follow it as well. Basically all you need to do to make this setup work. So we're going to play this right there. And we're going to have that buy order there. Say, yeah, we want to basically issue the buy order when this bar is closed. And then we will see the order being, then we'll see the order follow the moving average. Let's move the target a little bit. There we go. We got a fill. And basically, we didn't set anything else to manage this trade, but we could, for instance, what we're going to do next, use the trail stop to manage the rest of the trade. So let's stop that right now and have a look at the trail stop. So we have the other support study, the stair step stop study. It's a support study for the SST AT. So this study will be referenced in the AT settings. There's two modes. There's initial stop mode and the trail stop mode. So if you want to use it as an initial stop, You don't have any other plans in the management of the trade, just this follow this stair step thing, then you use initial stop. If you have something else planned, like a move to break even, and after that a trailing stop, you have to use the trailing stop mode. The initial stop mode will need a reference price for the long fill. So we're gonna have that at the moving average because that's what we want to, where we set the limit order. You can reference any price here. If you would be using a market order, you would probably use the last price of the bar. In this case, we use the simple moving average. Let's set the initial stop value now for 20 ticks. When price moves 20, we want to have the stop move 10. That's basically the stair step we identify. And in the AT, we're gonna change things around a little bit. Let's add that second target again. We're gonna tighten it up with a max position size. So we don't need this anymore. We're gonna leave the bar closed situation there. That's fine. We're gonna have that limit order placed at the moving average still. That's fine as well. We're gonna move those target orders a little bit further away. So we have 30 ticks for the first target, and that second tick target will be 60 ticks. Initial stop. We will not use that fixed value now. We'll use the study subgraph value. And if you use this setting, then the subsettings will become relevant. So right now we use the stair step study, long and short. So this is the short subgraph and the long subgraph. We also set the follow option to yes continuously. So we're going to follow that stair step. So that's all it is. What now happens, we're going to check out that place where we're going to get filled, and we'll see the order get filled and price moving, the stop price moving with the stair step. So let's have a little look. All right, we're on. I'm going to set that by. Basically, same thing happens. Bar closes, order is issued, moving average is followed. We're going to move this a little bit further out so you can really see that stair step moving. So let's wait for that fill. And then every 20 tick price move, the stop will move 10 ticks. That's what we're going to see. There we go, get that fill done. We filled at 40.75, 5 points up. I'll have that first step. There we go, you flush through it, but here you see we are stepping up. We're right now stepping up again, stepping up again, stepping up again. So every 20 ticks we move 10 ticks all the way up to the target, and you can set that any step size you want. Has to stay valid though. So that's the stair step study. So basically start here the price moves, breaks that 20 tick move here. So we stair step up to 10 ticks. And here we stair step up again. And you can check those numbers with the tool values window as always. You see the long stop here change. Here, 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 and here. With the, this is the single stair step, we also have the multi, and you have to figure out, well, basically figure out yourself how many steps you want to proceed with, how those steps look like. You have 4 steps in total with an initial move and the stop move, initial move and the stop move. So there's 4. If number 4 is reached, it will continue to do to move the stop based on the last setting here. So every 5 ticks, stop moves 5 ticks, for instance. So this is something you could use to design a multi-step stair step. And these initial settings are the same as the single step. So that's basically what I wanted to show you here in this video. You can use the stair step, you can manually enter a trade and let the Autotrader manage it. Hope you liked it. Thanks for your attention. I will wrap this up. Thank you. Bye-bye.